Hello, it's Monday. Yes, it's Monday, the 16th July 2018. Just a moment. And then 2018, and as you understand, there's many kind of wars being forced out today. But it could be nice if you don't have to join no group, not be a part of nobody, and just mind your own, have a peaceful life, and just fulfilling a good, normal life. But the case is just that if you're doing that, problems can appear because even if you deny that there's all this kind of wars happening today, you can be caught up in it, even if you don't want to, because you understand suddenly the war can grab you without you knowing it and want you to become a victim in that war, even if you have not asked for it. So it doesn't matter about your minding your own, trying to just live out your life just like everybody else. No, without you know it, many years have maybe gone and you have been grabbed up by the war, and the warfare have been put up over your life, want to force what road you're going to stand on. You understand, maybe you already stand on a road in a way, but you don't want to drive on it. You just want to settle down and have just a normal life, peaceful. Why I did not want to join no parts is because none of them is right. And then again, all of them have right. You understand? That's just making it fucked up and want to stand outside. So let's talk about the warfare. Who are you going to join? I think in the black market, in the where all the crimes taking place. We already know there's a lot of groups. They very much know maybe about a kind of war, but it's more based about areas. And of course, what they define them as a group. But see, they cannot deny that there is people stop their connection and their business. And then we have the state who hired people in blue uniforms and blue cars to handle all the crimes everywhere. But you understand, when you become one of them, you see a lot of things. And you can no longer put black and white up in your mind because of what you see. Even when the proof comes that people are innocent, their doubt in what they are performing about it's right. See, you understand, many people who maybe already have business where they are breaking the law, they already know that the police is very much breaking the law, because you understand, sometimes maybe the police know that that's the person, but they cannot prove it. But they know it's the person because maybe something indicate that it can only be that person, maybe. But they cannot put the man for justice. And see, then is where the police people is getting blind. They breaking the law. They put themselves over the law because they know it. And that's why they can break the law. So if you very much have a trust on a system today, then you shall have your doubt too, because it's not black and white. And the people who's handing the law is becoming the criminals inside the law, breaking the law because they know it. They know the law, so they know how they can break the law. Many times when they handle people, they know maybe the person is alone because they have the tools to see about a person maybe is alone, and they know there will not be no witnesses. And even if the laws say that they can go into his home if he is home, because that's what I have just experienced here the other day, and just because they know how the law is, then they really don't care. They are willing to ignoring the facts so they can break it, break the law, but it's not standing nowhere that they are breaking it because they handle the situation, because they will not, of course, not write down in the report that they break the law because the case was suddenly another. So they just ignoring it. And that's what you can do when you know the law. And that's what the police people is actually doing. You have this case. What shall we do when people don't have nothing to do with crime? But in an odd way, the police will just put them down because they think they are. I mean, right shall be right, shall it? Shall it not be right? If they can only go into a home because a person is home, then if it's showing that the person is actually not home, so they can force themselves into his home. If the case is he is not home, see, then they have to stop breaking into his home because he is not home. Then they cannot enter his home. But they will get a lot of advances if they can go into his home. So when the new evidence shows up that he is actually not home, then they will ignore the conversation that have just taken place. You understand? And when that happens, they can still force themselves into the home. But you know, the situation is now different, so they can actually not force themselves into the home because the person is not there. So they're ignoring it, the rules. And let everything just keep on like it have not changed. Because the advantage that they get is that they can look in his things because they are in his home. And now he is not home, so he don't know what really they are doing in his home. And understand this, they don't have a judge who have given them a piece of paper. They're showing that they have the right to look in his things. Because they don't. They don't have the right to it. Because no crime have taken place. But because that they can say people is sick today, they can just do everything they like, you know. They can even isolate people in all their life, like wiping them out, so to say. That's actually what they're doing if nobody else is interfering. So they actually force people to become a part of a war that they don't want to be a part of. See, if you have always done right, but your actions of your supreme mind is interfering in politics, in religion, in everything that's explosive in our society, see, you're not breaking the law, but they definitely want you to shut up. So now the police and the politics is breaking the law because they can break it and they know how to break the law. That's the advantage you get when you have a work. You know your work in details. You know how to handle the law. So think a little bit over that out there. When somebody is being judged in the court, when somebody have been put maybe in prison or on a mental hospital or whatsoever, where they have used force against people. On what terms? On what terms have they handled people? There's many things you can look at in our society when you can put a doubt up about this society have handled the law right. See, many people have said to me that the police have done this and that and this and that. And sometimes I think, no, they are that's too much. I don't think they can be so rotten. But they really are so rotten when they handle their job. Because it's a work for them. It's a work. And you look on the clock when you meet on work. Oh, you can finish it to this. If you can get the man in on this time, you don't get overworked. Of course, people that's handling the law will look at the time on their job just like that too, and will not really care when they are breaking it. But okay, there's situations where they feel maybe they have to break it, but don't have the right to it. So there's many wars in society, and you can be caught up very fast in it, even if you don't want to, even if you are innocent, even if you have never done wrong in your life. Accident happens, and every people is not like you, minding your own, doing right. No, one time in your life, you will be confronted with other people who is breaking the law. And it doesn't really matter who it is. Is it a policeman on work, just want to have early free? Or is it just somebody who trying to survive every day, and you are being caught up in his work for his surviving in everyday life? Things go wrong